Hey, it's Goose, and I am here today to review Goal Zero's Guide 10 Plus battery pack, rechargeable battery pack for your electronic devices. Now, before I get to that, I need to go back to the whole Goal 10 experience, which started with the Nomad 7 charger. So I bought this thing in January, February 2013, and took it out using my HTC Inspire, and it worked great. The problem came when I got a new phone. So I stopped using the HTC Inspire, and I got the Motorola Droid Razr. Not the Razr Max, the Razr. And so happily took this thing out the same way, plugged it in when I was down to about 50% charge. I plugged this in, put it all in there, went hiking along, and after an hour or maybe two, I don't remember how long, I hear my phone beeping low battery. So I stop, and this had 50% charge when I plugged it in, and it was down to 3%. In fact, I just had a chance to look at it before it bombed out. And what I found out, and this is from talking to the support at Goal Zero, was all smartphones are 5 volt, but they have different amperage. And if you don't have the right amperage on your phone, it doesn't work with this. And this is not only not charging the phone, but it's just getting enough juice to it to make it think it's going to be charged. And this phone is set that whenever you it starts to take a charge, the screen comes on. And as a result, what I didn't know was for an hour or two, this thing was constantly flipping on, flipping off, flipping on, flipping off, and that drained the battery right away. So disappointment, but I gotta admit, right here, written on the Nomad Plus, it says, having trouble charging? We've done all we can, but some devices may not charge directly from this panel due to weather conditions or limitations of your device. If you're having trouble, make sure the panel is in bright sunlight, angled directly at the sun. Keep your devices out of direct sunlight. For guaranteed charging, we recommend you use a Goal Zero power pack in addition to this solar panel to store power. These power packs charge very quickly in sunny weather and will even charge in cloudy conditions, so you can power up anytime, anywhere. Okay, so now I'm carrying, instead of 1 pound, I'm carrying 1 pound, 8 ounces with all the cords and everything. I'm not happy about that, especially when I'm trying to shave off grams on my cook set and things like that. So, but it is what it is. One of the things that I was hopeful for, this has a pretty long battery life. In fact, if I don't, if I shut off, if I put it on airplane mode, I can go a whole day and only use 1% of my charge. And that's if I don't take pictures and things like that. But I can go 3 days on any backpacking trip and still have at least 40% charge if I don't get crazy using this. So I can videotape and take pictures and things like that. So, everything about this, the printed material, the advertisements, all that says that this can charge a smartphone twice off of one fully packed charge unit. So, going out for 7 days, if I have this fully charged and I start off with this fully charged, then theoretically this is all I need to keep this charged up for a full week, because I'm going to be able to go 2 or 3 days with the charges. So I'm actually saving weight off the Goal Zero. Not a bad idea. Except here's the problem. It doesn't work. So what happened was I got this, I took some time, I charged this up fully, ran this down to 3% charge, and then I plugged it in and watched the magic happen. And in 2 hours time, this charged up to 68% and then stopped. Alright, I just took it out of the box. Maybe it needs to be charged again, so I charged it a second time. Next day, I've got this down to a 1% charge, plug it in, same thing happens. I get to 68% and it's done. No more charge. So I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to having a 68% charge off of a battery pack, except that this is advertising that it's going to charge a smartphone twice, fully charge it twice. So I contact the Goal Zero technical support team and was really surprised to get an email back the same day. So they sent me in the mail this little adapter, which is supposed to have a chip in here that tells this phone that it can go ahead and take the charge from this device. But my first thought is, why isn't the chip in here? If they anticipate this problem, why not just build it into the system? Because now, in addition to everything else I'm carrying here, I've got to carry this on top of that. So I haven't even weighed this out, but it's adding weight to it. The reason I haven't weighed this out is because I was excited to use it. So this morning, I started off at 6 o'clock in the morning with 8% charge, and this pack completely filled up, and I plugged it in. And in 2 hours, it had charged up to 69%. That's a 1% increase. I'm really happy about that. And I had been checking the light, or checking the charge on here every half hour. Didn't use the phone, wasn't texting, wasn't calling. It was just sitting there being charged. And what happened was I started at 6 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, this thing went from 69 to 68%. And I kept it hooked up, and I watched it, and by 3 o'clock this afternoon, having not used the phone at all, I was down to 36% charge. This thing started draining my battery. I was up to 69, but because I left it charged, or hooked up to this thing, it just sucked it out to 36%. So, am I satisfied with this product? Not in the least. I got to give kudos to customer support for trying to take care of it, trying to help me out, but I'm in quite a bit of cash. This is $50 right here, and I will be returning that. This I can't return because I had used it for several months with the HTC Inspire, so I'm stuck with this, not sure what I'm going to do with it, although, and right now we're in one of those polar deep freezes of the winter of 2014, but I'm wondering if this adapter plugged into this Goal Zero charger, the Nomad 7, if it might not charge this up. I'll be playing around with that and posting an updated review on my TrailSpace Nomad 7 post that I've already updated once to explain the problems I was having with it. But my take on this is, if it's only going to work with certain phones, how do you know that the next phone that you update to is going to work with this? I'm sure it would work fine with this because this worked fine with it. But you change phones. About every 2 years you change your phone out. Technology changes, and this isn't keeping up with it. So $50 for a 60% charge, not worth it.